On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwest. Western High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now Bridgewater is still down. Looks like he was shaken up there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. So Bridgewater forced to the sidelines. And coming in to take over is the former Northwestern Wildcat, Trevor Siemian. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing on 3rd down, Siemian. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Coleman has it here right side. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. 38. Let's round.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Kaiser to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. There he goes inside the 30. The 20. A gain of 32 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Play action now. Kaiser out to his left. And this one's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Bridgewater now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third down, Bridgewater. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they... is taken at his 4. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They begin the drive with Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Bridgewater. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Let's go. Blue 58.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Johnson. And he's got some space here. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Washington. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ohio! Let's round! Come on, let's go! Grind 30
Second down, Kaiser. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Brief break in the action here. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Get ready! Do jet! Dagger! Do jet!
The first down carry here for Johnson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go! Dagger!
Second down, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Red zone opportunity.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. We ain't giving up nothing today.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Blue 58. Blue 2J. 2J. Force. Set. 2J. 2J. No. Dagger.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Set. Blue 58. Force. Dagger.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Duke Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Redskins. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of the...
Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Kaiser. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Get ready!
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Austin. Shifts by him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Austin. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Bridgewater. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. And now a first down following that long gain.
I got 15. I got 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Tiger. I got 15. Me.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Check.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead cut down to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Kaiser on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Kaiser. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Completes it right side to Cooper. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Dagger! Let's go!
Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Kaiser. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like Toto at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
In motion comes the tight end left. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. What? None.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Dumping it off for Johnson. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he... got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this can...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Third and long for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams...